You are now listening to KRAN's podcast, Stories Without Limits. Thank you for tuning in. Hello and welcome to our podcast, Stories Without Limit. I'm your host, Rishan, one of the media ambassador. In today's episode, we're going to explore the mentorship scheme and what does it mean to have a young person having someone alongside with them to navigate the UK life. Joining me today, the mentor Liz and the mentee Hiwot, who have built a strong connection through the KRAN's mentoring program. And how was it like when there is experience? Welcome, Liz and Hiwot. Thank you so much for being here with us. To start with, can we just do some introduction? Could you both tell me about yourself more?
Hi, my name is Hiwot. I am 18 years old. I am study college. I am from Eritrea. I've been here in 1 year, 3 months. I think so, yeah.
How do you find it being here? Do you like it?
Yes, I like it, yeah.
It's difficult, but it's to start with, it's really nice again. But it's so long, like a year and a half is just good.
So my name's Liz and I live in Broadstairs. I've been in Broadstairs for about 6 years now. I'm semi-retired, but I still teach English as a foreign language on a part-time basis.
That's good.
And I've got a dog.
What's his name or their
His
name?
name's Ralph.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I love dogs more than cats. Who would take you with that one? I just want to ask Liz, what is inspiring to become a mentor, and how did you come across first in KRAN at the beginning?
Yeah, so when I first moved to the area, it was kind of post-lockdown and there wasn't really very much happening at that time.
Believe me.
And because I'm semi-retired, I just wanted to do something with my time, volunteering.
Sure.
Which kind of used some of my skills and experience. So it took me a little while to perhaps work out what it was that I wanted to do.
Sure.
And then when I was in Hertfordshire, I did some voluntary work with Hearts Welcomes refugees. So I thought there must be something similar in Kent. So I just Googled a bit and found. So I then started the process of training to become a mentor.
Sure.
Because I thought, well, this kind of aligns with quite a lot of my skills and perhaps I could use my knowledge of teaching English as a foreign language as well as being supportive to young people in the area.
Of course.
So that's what happened, really. I mean, the training was great, really, really thorough online. And it did take a while before I, was actually.
And did you find it difficult, or is it to engaging with it? So there is two beneficial. One is obviously to support the young person, but again, to be, you are a teacher, so that's more for them to learn a lot. But was it hard when you first started to become a mentor, or is it how was it?
No, not really. I mean, you never quite know how the relationship is going to evolve, and I just went into it just being completely open-minded and prepared to adapt and do whatever. Of course, the mentee. I was very much. I had a mentee before, and I was just very much guided by what it was that she wanted to do, which could change. I mean,
Indeed,
it just didn't really matter. It was just turning up and doing something.
Yes, of course. I think there's a word here that you did say, that adapting, because that's something that for any young person who comes to here is to adapt to the culture and to adapt to basically the environment, and that needs someone to be there with them, so kind of to guide them of how they can be. So I want to just ask Hiwot, how did you find it to become to have a mentor? What kind of how was it like? Do you find it personally from any aspect? How was it for you?
It's nice. She met for KRAN.
Yeah.
She find for Liz and we meet together, and she asked me, you want to for mentor? Yes, I want. And we come and we meet together, and she very for me is helpful everything for English teaching and how to learn something.
Of course.
My English also is not good, but she teach me and my situation is not good. So everything I told her, and she talked to me, and she talked someone, and we find something
solution.
Yes,
That's
nice.
Really good. Yeah. Were you nervous, like, to meet Liz? Like, were you, like, how was it?
Yeah, first time I am nervous because we can't just meet.
Her.
Yes, we don't know this place. Just me alone here.
Yeah.
Or it's Vietnam girl, so I am afraid. So after we meet, I am happy, and already everything is nice, and she's helpful.
Of course.
It's nice.
It does remind me, like, when I was with the foster family, it did took me time, like, when to kind of trust my foster, and then just to talk to her, like, what things that I need to be helped with. And that's is again the language. You want to say something, but you don't know how to say it, and it takes you time. But then after that, when you know that a person is there to help you, it kind of give you, like, more relaxed, and then you feel like, I'm going to tell you what I need, and this need. And again, you said that the language, and for Liz, being a teacher, like, you're so lucky to have her, because I struggle to learn, like, new things when I started. And so you've got really good skills there to help you. So I just want to ask again, I know I keep saying ask, but it's more like kind of want to know, like, how was it since you guys, like, started together, like, having that kind of that relationship, the mentorship relationship?
So as Hiwot was talking, I was just thinking, I'm not an expert in the law. I'm not an expert in finding accommodation.
Sure.
I see my role very much as just being a friend, a teacher, and it feels like quite a safe space, because if there is a legal issue, I can help her. I can direct her
to
someone who is. So I feel that I have a bit of a kind of a signposting role, really. So, from the training, there's no, clearly, if you're not a legal expert, I mean, that's something you should be leaving well alone. And I can't begin to imagine, what I would say in certain situations.
Sure.
It's very much directing and, sometimes helping with accommodation issues if I can. And I will talk in a minute about the themes that we've explored. But I think one of the other things is, as well as mostly meeting once a week, which is what we try and do, if it's not once a week, we still try and stay in touch with texting.
Of course.
And I hope Hiwot knows that she can always message me, but we do have this kind of texting sometimes, don't we? So I'll check in sometimes if I'm not seeing Hiwot, sort of as regularly as once a week.
Absolutely.
Just to see what's going on. But yeah, in terms of themes, I mean, Hiwot from the beginning made it quite clear that it was really her English that she wanted to focus on. And I was just saying to her before we started the podcast that, her English has really improved. She doesn't think it has, but, her ability to have a conversation and to understand is compared to a year ago, which is about when we started meeting, it's really, really improved. So we've explored various, grammatical themes, vocabulary, etc. Sometimes not so much now, but we have met in cafes. We've gone for walks. We might have walked around and, had a walking English lesson and identifying things on a walk.
Yeah.
So I'm very much really guided by what Hiwot wants to do.
Of course.
So I come in with an open mind.
I think it's like the main important things for me, like if I'm seeing myself, like when the first time I came, is obviously you've got the aspect of like in terms of legal issues or accommodation, all these things that which is any human person that they need to be provided with, that needs support with. But the main things is like deeply run in terms of having someone there with you, like somebody like that you could just even having one-to-one, just to chat and just to have. And I think that's the beauty of the mentorship scheme that we have in KRAN, is just to provide that young person so they can feel they kind of not isolated because separate. Obviously nowadays, like things change. Before when first time I came, there was a foster family, like the young person would be with the foster family, but now things has changed. So to be in a shared home with, bear in mind, like having other young people that they don't speak the language, or you go from Afghanistan, from this, but to have someone to say to you, oh, let's go, like you mentioned, like we go for coffee or go for walk, is kind of like beyond everything, is a kind of support the mental well-being of that young person. So it's a huge like support that you're giving to Hiwot. So I just, for you, Hiwot, like how does it feel like having, what is it, did it help you like in terms of, you did say that the language, but other things like going outside, have you learned new things? Have you explored new things for you?
Yes, yeah. Like first time we come here, we don't know someone.
Yeah.
How it's new for this country. So with Liz we go everything I learn because everything we don't know. And then after she showed me how to do like this and everything, go outside, we see in the cafe how to order something.
That's good.
We go like for bike, something like that, and it's nice, and for me it's helpful. Everything now I know how to like for confidence also.
That's good.
Yeah.
To basically help you to build up your confidence in Nico. That's absolutely fine, because honestly, when I know that I go back to myself, but that's because if I see how does that help you, because to have the confidence, I used to stay all the time in my room. I never go outside when I came. So to hear that really helped you, like, because I didn't have a mentor at that time. It was just me. And I think just to have the confidence is a huge thing. Huge that you go outside and then you be able to order things, go to the cafe and go for a bike. I don't know how to ride the bike, honestly. So you really get so much in there. So thank you so much for sharing. Go back to you again, Liz. What did you learn from your experience? Like, I mean, you did mention that you had a mentee before, so it's not something new. But every day we learn something new from meeting new people.
It's just been such a hugely rewarding experience to be a mentor for Hiwot and the previous mentee that I had. And I think it just really opens your eyes as to, the situations that some young people are in and how difficult it is when you're completely on your own, and just, of course, trying to help make sense of situations. And, even, sometimes we've looked at text messages, which are probably not very clear. And it's kind of joining the dots sometimes to make sense of things. That's what it means. And
that's nice. Honestly, so, it's really sweet.
So, just, hopefully being supportive. But, for me, I think even if Hiwot moves on, I would certainly want to be a mentor for other young people.
Sure.
So it's become quite a part of my life now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And for you, Hiwot, how was this experience? Like, all of it, how was it like for you? Was it, obviously you said that you help you with your language, with your confidence. And what would you say to other young people? Like, for example, the newly who comes here, how would you say to them? Like, what would you like to say to them? Yes, have a mentor, be like, feel free. How do you like, if somebody now came to you and then say, he would tell me, like, should I get a mentor or not? Like, obviously.
Yeah, I tell my friend is already now is 3 people is here, so I am happy before someone's not here. So I tell everything, my experience, mentor, and everything. I told her, like, this one is better for you. And if you want, you ask for KRAN.
Yes.
And you find someone and you meet, like, for, if you want, like, for English or something, go outside. If you want for her, and you ask for law or KRAN, and someone is find for her. It's very nice because first time we come here, we don't know. So someone we help for you is better. For confidence also, because the first time we afraid something like that, and someone is not here, like friend, we don't know, everything is change with another place, everything not the same country, difficult country, language also is difficult if you don't know how to contact, like for translate.
Yes.
Some people, if you are friend, who cannot talk to you, something like that. So you must, if you someone who's helpful and mentors nice. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hiwot, for sharing. I think the last thing would be like, what would you say for people who would like, how would you encourage people like to say about the program, like the mentorship program, and for supporting young people and refugees, basically? You did mention touch base of the situation of how they are like coming to here and their story. But for other, like for our audience, like what would you say your message for them, like to kind of about the program, the mentorship program?
Well, I would definitely say it's worth exploring. I think anybody who decided to become a mentor would certainly not be disappointed.
Thank you.
So I would thoroughly recommend the experience. I mean, what I would say is that it is a time commitment. And I think that regularity is really important. So, you know, you have to be able to commit time on a regular basis, you know, even if it's little and often. I just think the regular checking in is really, really important.
Of course.
But, you know, if people have got the time, then I definitely think that it's something that they should explore. And, you know, okay, I happen to be a teacher of English as a foreign language, but I mean, everybody can bring something to this partnership, really, you know, whatever skills, experience they've got, you know, and
of course.
It's at the end of the day, it's just about being a friend, really.
Indeed, absolutely. And as you mentioned, is it just having that one-to-one with that young person, it will bring huge impact to them. It's just to get them out of that circle of isolating. And again, with all the mental health, like you will see like a lot of traumatic and the situation with being here with not having their family as well is kind of a huge impact. I think is really, really recommend for any person that who feel like the need that they would like to give something to those young people, or even just one-to-one regularity, as you mentioned. Again, if you have the time, if you are available, absolutely, why not? If you feel like you can do it, just it would give a huge impact on the young people. It's truly inspiring how the mentorship scheme helping both sides, not only just one particular. So thank you so much for sharing your beautiful story with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For our audience, thank you so much for listening. If you would like to learn more about KRAN's mentoring program or get involved, visit our website, kran.org.uk. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time, stay safe and stay connected.